actually pinch hitting for my 4th grade teacher today. She has been hospitalized and with some heart issues, and so she wasn't able to come today. So you'll have to forgive me if I don't know all the answers, but I will try. Our school is a lot of my teachers are great at technology. We have projectors in every room. We have some iPads. We have a really nice computer lab, and we're trying to get more iPads because our teachers use a lot of technology for learning. Today, I brought 4 students with me. I have 2 4th graders and 2 5th graders. Starting today is going to be Andrew Deaver, my son. Andrew, he's a 4th grader at my school. And Olivia Oxmeyer, a 5th grader at my school. And they're going to be teaching you about Storybird. So the website is storybird.com. And I had never heard of it before, so you might not have either. But this is a website where you can create your own books using existing drawings by different artists. So you can find artists that you really like their drawings and use those to create a story, okay? I have some more teacher questions I can kind of explain to you at the end, but I'm going to let them go ahead. Olivia actually made a Storybird book about how to make a Storybird book, and she's going to share it. She's going to share that with you first. And Andrew's her technology helper, so go ahead, Olivia.
So this is the cover of the book, and there's 4 covers you can choose from, but the other 3 are for members, so if you want to get a membership, you can always buy that. Okay, so this is just my introduction page, The World of Storybird, a guide for Storybird. Okay, to start your adventure on Storybird, click Sign Up for Free in the top right corner. Then you may fill out the questions, pick a username, and then a password. When you've answered the questions, click Create Account. You now have entered the world of Storybird. At the top you will see options. If you would like to create a story, click Create. You will see many illustrations here. Click on the desired picture to have this picture in your story. You will need to click Use this art, and then select the type of book you want. If you select poem, you will get many words to choose from to make any form of poem you do. If you choose long form or picture book, then instead of multiple words, there will be multiple pictures by the same illustrator. You can drag these photos and type where and what you would like. At the bottom of the screen, you can save books, invite collaborators, or publish your books. To publish, you must fill out some questions and decide if you want the book to be open to the public or only for you and your followers to read. If you want to follow someone, just go to one of their books and click follow. It takes time to be able to be read by the public because Storybird has to confirm it is okay. Go back to your home screen where it has the options like create. If you wait a few days, you'll see a red notification box that before was gray. Click it and you will see under the box it says your book is published. You now have created your first book. You can now create more books or look at Storybird's blog. That describes many things like story challenges by clicking blog on the top of your home screen. If you want to read the other stories by the authors, then go to read on your home screen and click what story you want to read. Leave comments or even like the books. Return to home screen and click on the top of your screens. You go down one and click your stuff. You can now look at your published books and the books you're still working on. You can also put books in your own Storybird's bookshelf by going to a book on Storybird and click the button that says bookshelf. It will automatically go to your bookshelf, which you can access by going to your stuff and clicking bookshelf. Now you can read books, create books, and more. Have fun on Storybird.
this is one of the books that Andrew wrote. Andrew just started on Storybird this year in 4th grade. Mrs. Long set up a class account. So when you're a teacher, you can go on Storybird and get your own account, and then you can create your class and give each of your students a login and a password. So this is Andrew's class account. His login is for Andrew Deaver, and then Mrs. Long gave him a password too. And since they are on their class account, he'll show you in a minute, he can see all of the books of his classmates, and they can leave comments on his books, and they can edit and collaborate. They can actually write a book together, be working on different screens and work on the same book together in a class account. You can also give assignments on there. If you have a teacher, you can give assignments, and you can see when they worked on the books and how long they worked on the books and all those things. So Andrew's going to read to you. This is his favorite book that he made on.
It was my first.
Your first one, but it's a pretty good one. So. Okay, there you go.
The Inventor. Once upon a time there was an inventor.
Oh, Andrew, make sure you talk this way.
Once upon a time there was an inventor. His name was Ricardo. His job was to tow people to the mechanic shop. He lived all alone in an abandoned observatory. He tried to make inventions for him joy, but he was missing something. He wanted a friend. He tried to make a friend, but it didn't end well. So he set out on a journey to find a friend. His vehicle broke down in a strange place. He was hungry, so he found a place to eat. And there he saw the perfect thing, a creature looking for a friend. Ricardo called him to his table and asked if he could help him make a vehicle, and he said yes. So they made a vehicle, and while they were making it, they became best friends. When they were finished, they flew to Ricardo's house. And when they got there, they opened an invention shop. The end.
Okay, so yeah, if you look down at the bottom, yeah, right there. So Chase is in his class, and he commented on his book. Right there, you can see. And can you go to where their class is, Olivia, and Andrew can kind of explain that a little bit?
Yep. My stuff. And then go to class. Wait, that should be
Did it jump to Olivia's? Since we have both of theirs open on there, sometimes it opens to hers. So these are, you can see Olivia has made a lot of books on hers. She makes a lot of books at home too. Andrew just started this year, and I think you have like 4 books done, Andrew, and he's working on another one. So
I made a few poems.
And some poems. They can kind of show you some poems too. There you go.
So, once you've created your account, you can sign in. So,
the other things Mrs. Long wanted me to make sure to tell you is that you can use Storybird on any device like iPads, laptops, and anything you want to. And she's had a lot of kids who don't even like to write with a paper and pencil. They like to use Storybird because you can select, you just kind of select a group of pictures that are, as you saw in Andrew's book, all the pictures kind of went together. They were by an artist. So all the pictures, and then that can kind of springboard you to ideas for writing your book.
Can you upload like your own pictures to them?
You have to get artists. You have to become an artist. You have to create your own account, but instead of clicking regular use or student use, you have to click Illustrator, and then you can create your own.
That's why my class has been on Storybird. I don't remember any of this.
So this is his class list, and he can click on anyone that, like Brendan's here, so he can click on Brendan. And then these are the books. Brendan's made 5 picture books, 3 poems, and 1 repost. So you can click on, don't press the, okay. Don't press the button is the name of this book, Brendan said.
It's really short.
It's really short, okay.
Don't press the button. I'm doing it.
That is a very short book, Brendan, but it's cute. So then, Andrew, show them how you can comment on there if you want to. So if you want to make a comment on Brendan's book, since he's in your class, you can make a comment. Andrew can type a comment there. What are you going to comment, Andrew? Oh, Olivia's got a comment. There you go. There you go. And then you can post it. And like I said, you can edit your class's books too. So, did you have any? What else were you guys? Why don't you show them how you just start a book? Okay.
What's a repost?
Okay.
Okay, so
So just go to create, Andrew, and show them how you.
Can teachers monitor comments? I'm assuming.
Yeah, you can see whatever they've done on there. You can see when you log into your class, you can see what they're working on and any comments they make and what time they worked. You can grade them on there too if you want to. So
you go up to the top of the screen and hit create.
why don't you let Olivia click it in there and you can use the pointer and kind of show them.
Okay, so you find the artwork that you like. So I'll go up. And you can search whatever kind of artwork you want, but
So what kinds of things do you type in for searching?
so you could search like scary artwork. You search like scary and then you put scary in and then you hit the search button.
Oh, so if you want scary pictures for your book, there you go. And then, so then you pick one, just pick one, Olivia. Then, not too scary. We don't want to scare these people away from wanting to be a teacher. So then all the art that they have is kind of, like I said, it's kind of thematic.
You see, you've got all of this art.
And if you like it, yeah, you click use the art. But if we don't like it, then you just go back, right, and pick a different one.
And another thing you can do is if you like the artist and want to see their others, you go down and see view all, and you can just click that. You can see that all of their artwork they've done.
And then once you decide to use the art, then you need to pick which kind of book you want to make. So.
So in a poem, it gives you one picture, and it has all of these words over here, and you can pick your color over here. And if you hit the reset button, it will give you a new set of words.
Oh, if you don't like those words. Oh, there you go. See, I'm learning things.
So like, put mythical owl or something. Just drag them onto the picture wherever you want them. There.
So a poem is just one screen, one slide, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a picture and a long form book, is that more like a chapter book, Olivia?
Yeah.
Yeah, long form book is a chapter book.
What you can do with the long form is you first make a chapter and then you have to publish the chapter and then you can publish another and like you have to publish them.
So then if you go to menu, you can click publish. And you can do privacy. And then you can do tags.
So do you put tags on yours, Andrew, so people can search for
I
them?
usually do.
Alright, I'm going to show you how to
You see it now, it's published.
Okay. So did you guys have any questions about Storybird for the kids, or?
But now it'll be in
Are
poetry.
you able to print off your stories that you make?
You have to pay for it.
You have to,
You have to pay to print them off, so how much does it cost to print them off?
it depends because I think they price it by what type.
And how many pages it is? Okay. Yeah, she said, because she said you can make them into, she said you can publish them, share, you can send them to their parents like through email. Just send them to the parents. I mean, a lot of parents like that now, email, Facebook, that's pretty easy. And she said you can print them out, but you have to pay for it, or you can have them made into real books too, and I think that's a little more expensive. But if they really spend a lot of time on a book, you can get it sent to you like a hardcover book, so. Okay. Any other questions about Storybird? Otherwise, the other students were going to teach you about coding and all the coding that they do. All right, I think we're going to switch.
How many stories are you reading off the storyboard compared to how many are you creating? Are you using it mostly when you want to write stories, or are you reading as much on storyboard? Is it a place you go if you want to read something?
I usually just write. If I do want to read something, I usually get permission. But yeah, I usually just write.
Sometimes, well, now I usually just read more than I write because there's so many books to read, so.
Are there ways for you to interact with the people who've written the books you really like? I mean, I know the comments.
Can you only interact in your class, or can you interact with any books that you read on
Well, yeah, if you click on the bird icon up at the top, you can see other people's books, like that aren't in the class.
there? And you can make comments on theirs too?
Are you mostly looking at reading books from classmates, or is it from anyone based on like a search?
Well, you can do anyone, but I don't have students, so I usually don't read. But he does have students, so they're from his class, so it probably doesn't hurt as much.
Got
But
it.
he can read.
Thank you.
Now I have Brendan, who's in 4th grade, and Grace, who's in 5th grade, and they are going to tell you some more about coding on the computer. They use code.org for coding. And once again, if you're a teacher, you can create a class on code.org, and you can give your kids a login and a password. And you can assign them to a certain course to track how they're doing and how often they're coding. And you can see, they can log in at home, anytime, anywhere, on any kind of device. Once again, she said they can collaborate or work individually, and they don't have to be working on the same activity or course. They can work at their own level or speed. There's different courses for all kinds of interest levels. I know Mrs. Long used to teach preschool, and she had her preschoolers coding on the computer. So pretty much any age level can code because they have Frozen coding and Star Wars coding and and Minecraft coding and Flappy Bird coding and
They do.
Disney Infinity characters coding. There's just pretty much any kind of coding that your kids would be interested in. And also when you log on to code.org, there's a lot of introductory videos. So if you get on there and you're trying to figure it out, if you go to elementary school on Teach and then on elementary school, you can watch some of the videos on there and that will kind of give you some background information. I have never coded before, so Grace and I've done a little on Storybird, but Grace and Brendan will have to tell you about coding. So Grace, are you just going to kind of explain why you code and what you like about it, and then?
Well, the reason why you code is to learn about like how the computer works and if you want to be like a video game designer, some kind of designer on the computer, you can learn how to do it with this, and it's just really it's like really interesting.
So what are you working on right now, Brendan?
I'm just trying to do something on course 2. I have beat this before.
Okay, so when you're on the courses, it gives you a challenge, right? Is that correct, Grace? It gives you like a challenge. So is this the challenge over here?
Yeah, this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to get like get all the little faded thing going, or like faded thing colored with black. And here. Do you want that put it in?
So this is when you first.
Usually programming is all in text, but we'll use block.
So this is the first page you get when you go to code.org. And there's like I said, there's a teacher sign up for you to set up your own account, or a student sign up for you to get in. And then there's different courses with age. See, the first one starts at age 4 to 6. The second one, age 6 to 18, and so different courses. Brandon, what course did you say you were on?
2.
He's on course 2, and he's 10, so he's on the 6 to 18 course there. And he just gets different challenges and tries to work through them, okay? All right, so why don't you show him how you do one that you can beat?
Okay.
So can you explain what you did there?
I
Brandon?
just placed a flat block down, and it makes it flap when you tap. And there I put a block where it said one hit ground. I put end game.
And so there's a theme. Once you get to like the main menu, there is you can put there's like that like hundreds of things you can do. You can do like either hour, course, student, what's Brandon doing, which is what Brandon is doing. And you can like click like hour of code. It just gives you like not the whole thing like what he's doing, but it just gives you an hour of it.
Oh, it gives you 1 hour.
Yeah.
So if you want to set a time, if your parents want to set a time limit for you.
And then there are different courses for different age levels. And there are they have like different like games like a step backwards. They have what is it? They have Frozen, they have Minecraft, Storybird.
coding because it entertains you. You can mess around on it, and it just helps you understand how coding works. Like, once you
So you're already on the 6th puzzle of this course, right?
yeah.
So he's kind of flying through, but I think he's done this one before, so
Yeah, I've
you
done
can
it.
tell. Did you guys have questions about coding? Have you guys coded before, I guess? No, you don't know anything about coding. So how about, we have a few minutes left, why don't you guys take your devices out there and show them how to do some coding. Let them try, see if they need some help. Because I would not be able to do this. And you can too, Olivia. Yep, whatever you want to do. More about Storybird.
So you make an account with
Olivia
it?
has lots of stories on Storybird. If
I
anybody wants
have
to see
an
them.
account. I better
I
make
want
a
to see
new one.
Storybird.
Because I forget what it is.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go to my stuff.
Well, but like, I will like do it sometimes.
Have you made a game yet? See, that's what I would be interested in.
What's your favorite thing on coding that you've done so far?
On that one. It's a block coding, yeah, so